Right. There you go. We're currently live right now. Hello, everyone. My name is David Angway. I'm a registered financial planner and also a Sun Life financial advisor. So I just want to greet everybody who's currently tuning in right now for the second time. So last Tuesday, I had a really good live session regarding personal finance. And the main reason why I just want to share my thoughts, my insights regarding personal finance is because that's my role as a financial planner. And if you are not familiar with our schedule is usually from Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, every 12:30 in the afternoon. And I'll be sharing with you some important tips regarding personal finance in order for you to grow your career, your finances, and at the same time, you can survive and thrive in the midst of pandemic. So here's actually a quick plug. So again, for those people who's not familiar with me, okay, I'm David Angway. I'm a registered financial planner. And this is absolutely my second broadcast regarding how to combat and at least how to thrive. Now, let me go ahead and share with you that I also do have a so-called podcast. And this is brought to you by the driven today podcast.com. Okay. And if you do have questions regarding personal finance na you would like me to address, and I can go ahead and help you out. And it's absolutely pro bono. Okay. As long as you email me directly at info@driven today podcast, I'll be happy to help you out. Okay. We'll go ahead and simply make some assessments regarding your personal finance and see whether we can stretch it out. And at the same time, I do provide coaching, conversations, tips, and at the same time, those people who's currently in the Philippine Science High School in Western Visayas. I just want to give a big shout out directly to you. They invited me to be part of their TEDx talk this coming September 26th. I hope that I'll gonna be there and fly, and hopefully everything's gonna be okay pagdating ng time na yon. All right. So but I'm so excited to speak in front of you and give value directly to your community. And next is last week I actually posted something in Driven Today podcast, and I spoke directly to Coach Maria Tan. Coach Maria Tan, thank you so much for sharing your insights. We talk about CEO mindset, so you can go ahead and go to your Spotify, go to your Apple iTunes or Apple Podcasts, and type in there Driven Today podcast. That's the latest episode. So here's the thing. Okay, so what are we gonna be talking about? Because there's a lot of people out there right now. Dave, I'm an employee right now. I'm currently having situation that's really tight. I got a really tight budget right now. And what are those things that probably you can suggest to me or recommend to me na in order for me to at least survive? Because right now many people are having issues regarding tight budget. Alam mo yon, 60 days na and if you're actually nakakuha ka ng ayuda, that's gonna be good for you. But what are you gonna do with that one? And you have family to feed. And alam mo yun, there are a lot of things that keeps on piling up. Now, if you're an employee right now, okay, if you're an employee right now and you have a job, you have a steady income, that's gonna be good for you. But let me go ahead and talk to those people who's currently struggling right now. You might not be an employee, you might be self-employed, but this one's gonna be working for you. Okay, so let me go ahead and give to you a quick tip. All right, there's a lot of tips. So last couple of days ago, last Tuesday, we talk about 8 income streams. If you, we're talking about the issues of your cash flow, then this is my number one tip for you. Okay, be creative right now. Okay, this is your greatest asset. It's not about the cash that you got right now. It's not about the connections that you might have today, but it's about thinking about systems. What are those things that you have right now? Okay, that you can maximize. What are those things that you are capable of stretching today? If you cannot stretch your budget, you can stretch your brain. What are those things that you have right now? What are the talents, the treasures, the value that you can give directly to those people that surrounds you right now, that in exchange for the value that you are willing to give, they are willing to give money directly to you. So I do have an amazing friends who are coaches, and they are earning a lot of money in the midst of pandemic. They are not insensitive. Let me tell you that one. They're not insensitive. They are just giving so much value directly to a lot of people, and that's the main reason why they're earning a lot. Now, look at this situation as part of the game. It's kind of like a Hunger Games. How hungry are you? It really depends upon you. You cannot teach hunger to any individual. If you're very hungry to achieve your dreams, definitely you must be creative. Okay? Uh, I don't care so much about the mismong background mo, to be honest. Don't look at the background that you got. You don't need to have a master's in business administration just to be creative. Just learn, just observe, just think about, just ask questions, the really good questions right now, in order for you to come into your senses and reflect again. What are those things that I have right now? Because you might be focusing too much in terms of what you don't have. That's the problem that we have sometimes, right? So majority of those people right now, they're always looking at dun sa wala sila. That's the main reason why they're missing the whole opportunity for them to serve other people. And remember, opportunity is dressed like work. If you view as work as an opportunity, definitely there must be a way for you, okay, to earn more money and add from your existing cash flow. Dave, you know what? I'm not that too creative. I thought it's just for the artists. It's just for the mga artistas and all those people who are really big. But I'm not a, let's say for example, I'm not a graduate. I'm a second year college undergrad lang. Well, I don't care so much about that one. You have a brain. You can probably go ahead and take a quick look in YouTube, check your Wi-Fi. Probably you don't have data. Maybe you go ahead and simply look for a mentor. Think about those things. You don't need to be really an entrepreneurial at the end of the day, but you just need to be really a systems thinker. How can you go ahead and simply connect the dots? Because it might be really hard for you right now to think so many things because bills are piling up. The bills ng Meralco actually jumped through the roof, and you don't know exactly how to pay for that one. Yeah, that might be a serious concern, pero again, that's not the end of the world, right? If you're thinking, I was actually talking to a TEDx organizer, and I mentioned that um, I mentioned earlier that when I was writing an essay, sabi ko sa kanya, if you came from poverty, okay, that's not your identity. It's not, for a lot of people out there who came from poverty, they thought that they absolutely need to bring that identity towards them until today. And that's their past. What they need to understand is, as long as they're creative, as long as they're very hungry to win, definitely no one can stop them. And that's something that I'd like to share directly for all those employees right now who's probably having a big problem in terms of cash flow. Okay? This is the flow. All right. So right now, maybe tawag nito, medyo nahihirapan ka pa rin. Maybe you need to go ahead and pray. Okay, for a lot of people, I don't know with you guys, but I always include prayer as a business strategy. For those people who's currently tuning in, when was the last time you used prayer as part of your business strategy? It's a daily grind. It's a daily business strategy. And one of our mentors named Rex Mendoza said na you can go ahead and commune with God most of the time today. Okay, at the age of pandemic, You're not actually going out of the of your place all the time. So might as well commune with God all the time. If you can commune with God and ask Him for His wisdom, for His guidance, for His plans towards you, men, imagine that one. Imagine. Now, His thoughts are higher than your thoughts. His ways are higher than your ways. And that's the main reason why you need to seek God's approval, God's guidance towards being creative. Okay, you don't know. God has so many surprises. If God will throw a surprise party to you, okay, I can guarantee you, you will be in awe. Your jaw will drop, and that's the main reason why be more creative at this point in time. Second, okay, if you're an employee right now, take note. Cash is king. All right. For a lot of people, they thought that having cash, okay, they undermined the cash itself. All right. They focus too much on the online, the digital platform. But again, keeping your cash intact at this point in time is something that's very necessary. I was listening to an audible called Power Broke. It was written by Damon John, and Damon John is the billionaire entrepreneur behind Shark Tank and Pubu. Okay, he's the guy behind that one, and um, he's absolutely fascinated with those people who started their business through sweat equity. Okay. When I say sweat equity, so remember, you've been creative and then you got plenty of cash. They thought that if you do have plenty of cash, you need to burn all of them. But that is not true. Because if you burn so much cash, at the end of the day, you will end up losing your advantage. So what you need to do is like I believe that Clayton Christensen, who's also a professor from I think Harvard. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right, he's actually the guy behind the idea of the lean methodology. Okay, and Eric Rice actually supported that one by creating a book called Lean Startup. So remember, guys, whether you're an employee right now, consider your cash as your business. You don't deploy your cash towards other unnecessary things because you are bored, you are hungry, you are anxious, you are stressed. Okay, at the end of the day. So keep in mind that having a cash is absolutely a privilege. But if you don't have a cash right now as an employee, then you're losing your advantage. And that's the main reason why you keep your cash. Now, Dave, you know what? I do have an excess cash. What will happen if I go ahead and invest? Remember this one. Okay, if you invest right now, make sure you do have the time, okay, time to understand the market, time to understand the business, time to understand the investment. Okay? And okay, time in terms of the horizon. For how long will you invest that one? That's not how easy it is, okay, at the end of the day. So you need to understand that part. If you do have the time, knowledge. Okay, you when you say knowledge, okay, you need to at least understand the basic, the fundamentals. Okay, when you say fundamentals, the basic. You cannot go directly to an advanced. Okay, in terms of investments, especially if you don't understand the basic rule, you cannot go directly to algebra or to trigonometry to microbiology if and when you never even understand the basic of mathematics, the plus, the subtraction, and all. All right, you cannot go directly to the microbiology without discussing the biology itself. That's the fundamental, and that's a universal law. You need to go directly to the basics before you get directly to the advance. But many people, they would like to put their money asap to the investments, and that's the main reason why they get so burned. Okay, a couple of people out there, I remember I spoke directly to a 55-year-old guy when I think we were in NAIA during that time, and I need to fly directly, I think, in Cebu. And he was telling me, you know what, Dave, I'd like to talk to you about personal finance, and I actually invested my money directly to stock. All right, imagine this one: 55-year-old stocks, and where is this money coming from? This is actually the savings nila ng wife niya. And unfortunately, according to him, okay, this was actually happened. He he he. he actually fell asleep, okay, for about 3 minutes. And yung pagkalagay raw niya ng stocks, okay, I'm not pretty sure if it's still the same, if my memory serves me right. Pagka nung nakatulog siya, pagkagising niya, he lost already 30,000 pesos. Okay. And that really happens a lot. Okay. Especially if you're not mindful. Okay. He's doing the trading. He's not really familiar with the work itself. He thought that it's if he's just gonna be putting the money out there from the platform, it will automatically create money. But that's not true. It will not magically happen. And that's the main reason why you need to have time, knowledge, energy. Okay, if you're not disciplined, if you don't have the energy to do what is right directly for your finances, let me tell you, it will kill your savings, it will kill your cash, and it will kill all these things, okay, that you have right now. I always consider your cash as a soldier, and you're the commander in chief. When you have this capability of power, all right, remember, you got plenty of soldiers because you got plenty of cash. But if you deploy them directly towards to a certain mission and you're not prepared to battle it out, okay, let me tell you, your soldiers will die. Your mission will not be accomplished. And that's the main reason why you need to train yourself as the commander in chief to make sure that your cash will be absolutely deployed in the right way. And I hope that you're currently learning right now, okay, at this age of pandemic. And that's the main reason why, if you're an employee, you need to be, number one, be creative. Number two is cash is king. Number three, let's talk about, okay, this one. This is what's teaching me directly through my 60 plus days alone in this house right now. Okay, this pandemic is teaching me that this is the preview of my retirement. Let's say, for example, okay, I don't have too much cash. Let's say, for example, I don't have investments. I procrastinate. I don't have life insurance. I don't have um any assets that I can think of. But imagining mo to, okay, if and when this is the preview of your retirement, okay, what should you do after the post pandemic, right? I think God is teaching us right now to to simply number our days, and you only live once, but please do it the right way. If you're not going to be doing it the right way, you will be okay, you will not be given another chance. Okay? If you're not learning how to cope up, if you're not learning how to manage your finances at this point in time, then what will happen is you might end up, okay, losing all your opportunities in the new normal. Dati, ayaw mo mag-save ng money. And then, pandemic happened, sinisisi mo yung government because you're not getting the ayuda. Remember this one, guys. And you can quote me on this. Never expect the government to save you for your retirement. Okay? Stop the blame game, and at the same time, make sure to take accountability within your actions. Because again, if the government, let's say for example, right now, you're 60 years old and then you're going to be pensionado. If today is your retirement day and you're going to be getting 3,000 to 8,000 pesos lang per month, and you are sick, you are not really doing well financially, you are definitely um you would like to travel at the end of the day, do you think the 3,000 to 8,000 pesos you can manage that one? Or sa gamot pa lang tapos na yung laban ng finances mo? And this is the main reason why, if you're an employee right now, I think it should come to your realization that your money is absolutely powerless if you are financially illiterate. And that's the main reason why you need to understand your behavior. Okay, think about your behavior for the last 5 years of working. For the last 5 years that I'm working right now, this is a serious question. Okay, I'd like you to think about it. All right, for the last 5 years that I've been with this particular company. Ano yung major accomplishments ko? Okay? Probably, um, what are those assets na I built when I was with this company? Because your employer might be really, what do you call this one? It's like generous at the end of the day. Pero if you are a spender, man, good luck sa'yo. All right. So that's something that you probably need to understand and realize at this point in time. Next is you need to also understand is like if this is my retirement, okay, how long should I last? Every month, ang expenses ko is let's say for example 20,000. Eh what if okay, you only have 60,000 in your bank? For how long ka lang tatagal? 3 months? And you're 60 years old right now and your lineage, okay? Your family is averaging 80 years old. So how can you live for the next 19 years? Okay, kung matatapos ang savings mo within 3 months or 1 year. Think about that. And that's the main reason why I'd like to go directly to another point. Okay. Health insurance and life insurance is actually the key. All right. For some of you, okay, you're not believing too much about life insurance prior to the pandemic. Kasi I spoke directly to someone. All right. I think he's 22, 23 years old. He's an entrepreneur. And sabi niya, you know what? I I don't think that I need the life insurance right now because I'm very very active naman. And okay, so sabi ko, yeah, okay, you're very active naman, but for how long? Well, let's cross the bridge when we get there. Okay. All right. So sabi ko, you know what? If that is the kind of mentality that you have right now, the opportunity that you might be getting right now will never be there. Okay, when you badly need it. Okay, life insurance is way better to have in advance rather than if it's too late. Okay, so let me go directly with the health insurance. Health insurance, if you got sick right now and you don't want to be in a ward, okay, na sobrang crowded, right? Okay, then at least you do have an HMO or you do have a health insurance benefit that can actually support your needs, right? Um, and then at the same time, you will not, okay, honestly, don't get me wrong on this one. I love the change.org or gogetfunding.com, but I don't think that's going to be sufficient, but because that's an online solicitation, I highly recommend that if you do have friends, okay, you can go ahead and support them and send money directly to these people. But also, okay, recommend to them that there is a vehicle for them to protect their existing funds, because I know a friend when his dad got diagnosed with critical illness, they need to sell their house, their ancestral house, and he needs to go out abroad to earn money, and he cannot go ahead and simply see his dad battling this critical illness because he needs to go outside the country. Now, if they only have a life insurance, a health insurance with critical illness riders, this can definitely um, save their house, their finances. He's not gonna go out abroad just to earn more income. But this is a big realization that people right now, okay, must understand that the value of the health and life insurance is simply part of the finances. How can you say that you would like to have a financial freedom if and when you're not financially secured? Yun yung hindi ko magets right? So a lot of people would like to get directly into the investments. Of course, there's no problem with that one. But they don't protect their assets at the end of the day. You are the you are the money making machine of your family. You are the breadwinner. You are absolutely the right person to help them out. Okay? But if you're the breadwinner, how come your finances is not winning right now. What's happening? Hey, you know what, Dave? I keep on giving directly to my parents and also something like that. Yeah, there's no problem with that one. But look at this. Look at this thing. If you got disabled and you're supporting them and you don't have life insurance, who do you think will support you? That's the biggest question. And that's why I highly recommend that you go ahead and work with a life insurance advisor who's currently a license in order for them to serve you better. Okay. In the future, I'll go ahead and discuss to you guys how to look for a financial advisor. Okay, that will serve you for a lifetime. All right. So let's go directly with the last one. Okay, so invest today. So employee ka right now, you probably had a little bit of regrets regarding personal finance because you haven't invest right now. Okay, I know the feeling. Okay, but again, okay, stop the PT party. All right, but look forward to the future. Okay, what can you control right now? You can control this one. You can control your brain, your money management, and at the same time you can control your behavior. You can go ahead and control your habits. But right now, be in the present. Think about right now. Invest right now. So when I say invest, it might not be invest money right now. Okay? Maybe you can go ahead and invest your time, okay? Invest your time towards understanding the investment portfolio that you would like to get into. If you do have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 that you can save per month, you can go ahead and start with the mutual fund, right? So that's exactly something that way more understandable as long as you're going to be working with a licensed or certified investment solicitor. Okay, you just don't give the money directly to someone, pero make sure that they are following the right fiduciary, which means na they are governed by law. Because if I mess up with my recommendation, okay, definitely it will really be a big problem at the end of the day. Okay, because if I lose all the money of my clients, okay, I'll be jailed. And that's the main reason why accountability and being certified, okay, and at the same time being licensed has something to do with the way less risky na siya. Less risky na compare sa, okay, you're just gonna give the money directly to strangers and you don't know this person, but he's promising you high returns with a low amount of money. Yung 10,000 mo magiging 1 million in the span of 1 year or 5 years. That's crazy. Okay, without the uh, proper proper advice, you will end up getting a cheap results. And that's why for those people who's probably ang tawag nito, thinking na, you know what, Dave, I don't have money directly to invest right now with a financial advisor because medyo salat ako right now. Okay. You know what? You can go ahead and ask a financial advisor right now. If you do have a friend, please go ahead and make sure that they are offering professional advice. If I think, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like I don't have the right stats here, but this is just a guesstimate that I think there's 100,000 financial advisors out there who's serving 110 million Filipinos in and out of the country. So you can go ahead and simply ask. You can go ahead and ask for their expertise. Usually they're offering pro bono. But again, if you're going to be asking them to subscribe, if they're going to be asking you to subscribe to their services, then there's gonna be a fee. But again, if you're gonna be paying for this fee, but you get this return, that's the ROI already. Okay, so might as well manage to contact one of those amazing financial advisors. And that's the main reason why I just want to get directly again to my, all right, to my quick plug in. Okay, by the way, for those people who's probably not aware, okay, of who you are talking to right now, my name is David Angway. I'm a registered financial planner, and I also do a Driven Today podcast. It's a weekly podcast wherein I'm interviewing great people and we talk about career and finances. And if you do have questions regarding personal finance, I also do have a blog site or a website called driventodaypodcast.com. And you can go ahead and read all the new stuff there. And please, if you do have questions and concerns regarding personal finance and money, please don't forget to email me at info at driven today podcast, because I'll be happy to share with you. Well, last night I was actually calling a couple of those people and provide really good consultations with them. And I just want to give a big shout out directly, by the way, for my good friends, okay, behind this broadcast, FLINT Properties, okay. Actually, it's like, if you would like to invest in real estate, go directly to plint.com.ph. All right. And if you are a financial, if you would like to be a financial planner as well, you can go ahead and contact me. Send me an email directly at info at driven today podcast. We will be giving you a discount. All right. And at the same time, let me go ahead and simply thank you again, all right, for tuning in and for staying with me for about half an hour. And I hope you learned a lot. If you do have some comments, feedback, in order for me to improve, get back to me, leave a comment, and I'll be happy to uh, make sure, okay, to upgrade this kinds of live sessions that we have. All right, so again, see ya on Saturday.